Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. As you may have seen it from my previous video, the CyberTent has already been installed in my Cybertruck by the Tesla service center, but due to the time and the weather, I haven't been able to actually get it set up and get it reviewed. So today looks like it's a nice day, so let's go ahead and get this thing set up and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so looking at the instruction for the setup, it looks pretty straightforward. Basically all we really need is one tool, a T30 Torx screw. There's two screws on both sides of this arrow flap. So once I remove it, the arrow flap comes off, and then I should be able to actually get the tent unfolded and start the setup of everything, getting this thing blown up, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and start doing everything step by step. Alright guys, I just had to stop and point this out to you for anyone that's going to be getting a new CyberTent. I'm not sure if this is new, that they just made a change to, or what, but basically, as per instructions, as you see here, tells you have to remove this T30 on both sides to get this air flap removed. However, in my kit, I got this little box with clearly old screws in an old latch. The new one does not have any screws in it. This is this little quick release, which is obviously great. That's why I kept going up and down the truck trying to figure out where the hell the damn screw is. But as you see, quick latch, screws are here. So obviously to take this air flap off and put it back on makes things a lot simpler now. And you don't have to lose the screw in a truck bed. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going. All right, guys, the CyberTent is set up. A couple of quick notes. Get it blown up, probably about 1 to 2 psi's. Then check all the tubes, make sure they are in the right location. There's a couple of bends that's sort of touching the top of the bed, where you have this bend goes here and it's going back up, and same thing on this area. It goes back up here and over. So make sure the placement is correct before you start continuing to blow everything up. It's a pretty amazing 2024. This thing costs as much as it does, and they give you a hand pump. Now, granted, this is actually a dual stage pump, and it's a pretty good pump, so it didn't take me long, probably maybe about 30 to 40 pumps at the most. But you would think it's an electrical truck, it's got an electrical plugs, they can give you a fairly cheap electric pump, but whatever, it is what it is. Once you have it all blown up, they say about 8 psi, get all the bottom straps tied up, get the top straps to the roof tightened, and that's really it. So let's go take a look what it looks like inside. Okay, so I went ahead and I got everything opened up. So there's two zippers basically. There's an outside zipper and there's an inside zipper. So you can keep technically outside zipper opened for as long as you need to. That way you can access everything underneath the bed, and I'll bring the camera closer so you can see. I mean, you have a full length access all the way to the back of the truck. So yeah, you have lots and lots of space. All of it is accessible. Now, granted, you either have to have something long if you're trying to reach something that's all the way back, or pretty skinny to climb in underneath it. I think the bins idea underneath, at least half of the truck, is a pretty good idea. That way you can kind of climb in, reach it, pull out, and grab whatever stuff you need and put the bin back inside. So I think that's what I may do at some point, or definitely have sort of like a reach hook available sitting, somewhere in the bed, so you can grab stuff as you need it. But again, you do have plenty of space available. I mean, by the looks of it, and let me bring the camera closer so you can see what it looks like inside. And I'm gonna climb in and give you an idea. That another thing too, for kids and shorter people like myself. I mean, I have no problem jumping in the truck bed at all. I don't really need any any stools or anything. But with this thing not having the ability to sort of grab onto the actual truck bed itself, what they do have is they have these little grab handles here in the bottom, so you can use it to leverage to get yourself up and you're sitting. The useful thing about this is that you can actually leave your dirty shoes on the truck bed and climb in, and don't bring any dirt inside. First impression, and again, I'm not super tall, but there's a bunch of compartments here. I like the fact there's a compartment right here. You can actually put like an LED light to have some light going. Lots and lots of compartments here. So, bunch of places to put either, some clothes, socks, whatever, phones. There's zippers here, so you can open things up if you want to, if you need to. Again, more compartment at the top. So again, you can put your flashlights, your LED lights, whatever that may be. Let's see what else we got here. As far as the space, and again, I'm not a really big guy, but lots of space to lay down. This mattress, it's not super soft, but it's doable for a night's sleep. Not an issue at all. I would say, semi-comfortably you can have, well, all right, so comfortably 2 people, no question. Semi-comfortably 2 adults and a baby. That's about it. You're not gonna get 3 people in here comfortably. Now, if you just lay flat and don't move, maybe, but that's it. So comfortably two 2 plus a baby, that's it. Okay, so what I also did is I went ahead and I opened up the top of the tent and closed these things back up. And if on a nice day when you're camping, you want to get some air and some light going in, this is perfect. You know, the back opens up as well. So yeah, very, very airy and light, so kids can hang out, you know, or if you have no kids and you just want to hang out yourself inside the tent and relax or read a book, whatever. Perfect place to do it. All right, so my thoughts, what I think about the tent, what I think about the setup. I guess it's sort of a multi-part answer to that. The setup is very easy, very straightforward. Don't rush, get everything lined up properly. Pump this thing up, piece of cake. I would assume taking this thing down, which we will do in a minute, will be even simpler than this. Comfort level, like I said, 2 people tent, maybe 2 people and a baby. That's about it. So if you have a larger family you're traveling with, get another tent, throw it under, set it up, and you're good to go. If it's a 4 people, yeah, a couple of kids and a wife. If you decide, you can always sleep inside the truck itself. Just pick up the rear seat and lay yourself a blow-up mattress on the floor, and you should be good to go. I may or may not do that. We'll see. Although we have 3 kids, so yeah, but most likely my plan is actually get a small tent for the outside, and that would be the idea. So maybe wife and kids sleep here, and myself, I'll sleep in the outside tent, and we'll see how that goes. Now, as far as the pricing, do I think this thing worth the price? I don't think so, honestly. The only reason I did get this is if you had seen my first accessory install video, Tesla sent out a $2,500 credit, or whatever you want to call it, coupon, to use for whatever accessory you want. But it's a one-time use, so you had to basically either big bunch of accessories or one large one, which is exactly what I did. This thing is about $2,900. I used the $2,500 coupon for this thing, yeah, this thing really honestly cost me $400 out of pocket. For that, yeah, it's definitely worth it. So thanks to Tesla for sending that coupon. That's why I have this thing. Otherwise, I would honestly never spend almost $3,000 on this thing. Now, the quality of this thing is very, very good, by the way. The way it's configured within the truck, it's very well thought out product. So, you know, for some people it may be worth the price. For me, honestly, personally, knowing what kind of tents are out there, the price just does not justify the spacing and what it is, and the hand pump. But again, it's a very well made product. It's very comfortable, 2-person tent. And again, it sits in the bed, it's out of the way, you don't have to keep taking it in and out unless you're bringing stuff in the truck. Then obviously it's actually pretty simple to take it out if you needed to fill up the entire bed with stuff. So if it's a working truck and you're taking it, you know, for working truck day by day, and mine is not, I use it to bring stuff back and forth once in a while, and it's not a big deal if I need to bring something super large to take the tent out. But for majority of people, which I would assume, you can just leave this tent inside and you'll still have more than, you know, half the bed available to bring stuff in, and because it sits at the top, if you need to bring something long in, you still have full length of the bed, so you don't have to remove the tent at all. So convenience is there. the setup ability and simplicity is really, really good. Yeah, I don't know honestly what else to say. This is a nice little setup. We're gonna use it pretty soon when we're gonna go camping with the wife and kids. Yeah, so all right, I think that's enough rambling. Let's go ahead and take this thing down and put it away and see how simple that process is. All right, guys, so as you saw, the takedown process is very simple, very straightforward. As you're sort of folding it in, watch out for the zippers at the end. Make sure they're on the outside and you don't tuck it inside, then you'll have to unfold it back again to get them out, to get it zipped in. Same thing with that little plastic ratchet that holds the tent in place. It sort of folds in under the last fold. Make sure it's out so you can ratchet it and strap it in. Couple other things to note that I didn't mention during the setup process. There's two little straps that go on both sides. They are on the tent at first, but once you put them in on the truck, you can just leave them there. You don't have to take them off unless you want to, of course. Also, there are 4 vents on the tent. They are all open when you just initially unfold it. So make sure you close 3, leave 1 open for your pump. And when you fold it back now, you can leave just, you can obviously deflate it just with 1 vent, but if you open all 4 as you fold it back down and fold it in, you're definitely not going to have any air pockets, so you don't have to kind of keep forcing the folding process, if you will. One other note, when you actually do go camping, there's a camp mode on the truck. So before setting up your CyberTent, make sure you put it in camp mode, because what it will do is actually it will level the truck. So when you sleep, you're nice and comfortable and flat. And that's really it for the setup and a takedown of the CyberTent. All right, guys, so hopefully this video was useful to some of you. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.